What's happening, YouTube? It's Simon466cards, and today we're going to do something a little bit different. Most of my videos focus on data, analytics, economics, business, but mostly focus on data. And today I'm going to show how data can come in all forms and shapes and sizes and formats. On my screen right now, this is Josh Charles. He is an actor in Hollywood, and he's been in many different shows. You might recognize him from a variety of shows. He's from the Dead Poets Society. You can see where this, I believe it's from the 80s. I learned to know him from Sports Night, where he played Dan Rydell, one of the greatest shows that had 3 seasons or more, or 3 seasons or less run. It was a great show. Highly recommend it. Still holds up to this day. He also played Will Gardner in The Good Wife. And you're wondering, why do I care about Josh Charles and how does it affect sports cards? Josh Charles is from Baltimore. This is his Wikipedia page. And you can see here, it says he's a fan of the Baltimore Ravens and Baltimore Orioles because he grew up in Baltimore, right? I follow him on Instagram or on Twitter just because I like him as an actor and I think he's done some good work, as mentioned from Sports Night Good Wife. And as noted, he's a fan of the Baltimore teams. This tweet caught my eye. Hi, Panini America. Has there ever been an Ed Reed Kaboom? If not, why not? Why? For the little card gods, please make one. Ed Reed, of course, was a famous safety for the Baltimore Ravens, one of their iconic players during their run in the early 2000, during the 2000s, right? And so Josh Charles is not at all in the card world. He's a sports fan, clearly, based off of the fact that he's a Ravens and Orioles fan, but he is not into cards at all. He is, I'm assuming, a pretty busy Hollywood actor. And yet he knows about kabooms. And so this is a data point. It is a data point of 1. But some random, well, I mean, not random, but some semi-famous, like pretty famous Hollywood actor knows about Panini, and then he knows about kabooms. So are kabooms starting to go mainstream is the first thing that came to my mind, because this guy is not into cards and he knows about kabooms. He's not asking for a gold prism. He's not asking for a downtown. He's not asking for a stained glass. He's asking for specifically kabooms. Why is that? I don't know. But if he knows about them and he wants one, are there others that want enter player name here, Kaboom? I don't know. But this is something that I'm going to keep an eye on, where are kabooms going mainstream is my question. Again, this is just a data point of 1. I will be looking to see if there's any other people or I don't know, entities or whoever out there that talk about kabooms in the mainstream, not just in our card world. Because I think a lot of times everybody in the hobby, everybody in the card world is so much in our own little bubble here that we don't think about the broader outside world, right? Because if kabooms in this case start to reach mainstream pop culture, that's when prices would skyrocket for all kabooms, really. But so that's it. That's a short little video. It's just something that I'm going to be keeping my eye on going forward, and basically about how kabooms could possibly break out of our little, to be honest, very small sports card niche and reach the broader mainstream pop culture lexicon of what's relevant, what's kind of got that Q rating. So I'll be interested to see if it starts popping up more and more. It'll also be interesting with Fanatics taking over, and they obviously, unless they buy Panini and or their friends, won't have kabooms. So that's it. That's the video. I would be interested to hear, what do you think about kabooms possibly going mainstream? Do you think this is an interesting data point, or is it just it's a random guy who is interested in Kabooms. I'm still torn on this one, but it's definitely something that caught my eye, not just because he knew about Panini, but the fact that he specifically called out Kabooms and was not just like, I want to buy a gold prism. I'm a rich Hollywood actor. I can pay $1 bajillion. It doesn't matter to me. He's looking for a Kaboom, and I just found that very interesting. As we always do on this channel, we talk about the next video, and so for that, it'll be about the analysis that led me to sell my 2 Jason Tatum Green Prism PSA 10s. I had them, I sold them based off of some analysis I did. I'll explain that in the next video. That's the video for this week, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. Please like and subscribe, and I will talk to you again next week, or maybe sometime this week. We'll see. Cheers.